take advantage of that downtime. It doesn't come often, especially in consulting. In assurance, I'm not saying they're not always busy, but they have busy seasons and not as busy seasons. In consulting, every season is busy season. There's no such thing as busy season and slow season. And every season is busy season in consulting. Hi beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you in my little corner of YouTube where we speak all things adulting, faith and lifestyle. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That red button must turn gray. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you enjoyed about today's video and what other videos you'd like to see. Share this with anybody and everybody who you think might need it. And last but not least, hit those notification bells so that you do not miss another video. So without wasting any more time, let us get straight into today's video. So we are back again with another sit down. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to record sit downs these days. Like, something is wrong, guys. Nonetheless, we're back with another sit down, something that I planned to record and put out weeks ago. But like I said, I've been struggling, so we're here now. This is a video that is long overdue. So I might actually retitle this because I'm approaching 3 years in the Big Four as a management consultant. So I don't think it's appropriate to say the things that I've learned in my first 2 years in management consulting at a Big Four firm anymore, because I'm literally closer to 3 years than I am to 2 years now. That also actually makes me feel very old because, guys, I'm just a baby. What do you mean I've been working for 3 years? Surely not. Anyway, so today I want to share a few lessons that I have learned as a management consultant in a Big Four firm. Now, your Big Four firms are your KPMGs, your Deloittes, your PwCs, and your EYs. And then MBB firms are obviously your McKinseys, your Bains, and your BCGs. So yeah, I have only had experience in a Big Four firm as like so far. Don't know what the future holds, but so far that's where I've been. And I want to share a few things that I've learned. So if you're interested, stay tuned, keep watching. If you're not interested, keep watching nonetheless. I don't know why you wouldn't be interested. I mean, and before I get into this, I also just want to make a disclaimer that this could go beyond management consulting, but obviously because I'm a management consultant, I'm going to speak from that sphere. But these lessons are probably things that you can learn in any corporate environment. So stay tuned. If you're looking to go into corporate, this is probably what you should keep at the back of your mind as you prepare for your corporate journey. So without wasting any more time, let's go into lesson number 1. The first thing that I've learned as a management consultant in a Big Four firm is the importance of building relationships, authentic relationships. I say authentic because forced relationships don't get you anywhere. They don't benefit you with anything. I think this is both personal and professional, but nonetheless, building authentic relationships. You need to build such a network for yourself where it is literally a net to catch you when you fall. And I don't mean fall in the sense of failing, but when you don't know what to do, when you don't know where to start, when you've been given a task and you don't know your A from your B. These are the people that you run to. These are also people who can be your seniors. They can be your peers as well. Your peers, you need to have authentic relationships with them because they're going through the same things that you're going through. When you are tired and say you are sleep deprived, you have someone to text and be like, friend, I know, I feel you. I get it. But also, I think the most important thing about building authentic relationships within the workplace is that these people could be people who could move on in their career to other fields, to other firms, and all of that. And these could be open doors of opportunity for you as well. Not necessarily them poaching you from where you are, but these could be people that could enter into partnerships and business relationships with you in the future. When you get to manager level, you have an expectation, it's one of your KPIs, to have a sales target and to actually get sales and win work. So if you have people who you used to work with in this firm who have gone on to other firms, you guys could enter into business partnerships with each other. So honestly, that is a big plus. I think people think now, to be honest, I'm like 10 years into my career. I'm just like, I see who I'm going to text, when I'm going to text them, and why I'm going to text them. You know what I mean? So that is the first lesson that I have learned as a management consultant in a Big Four firm. The second lesson that I've learned is the importance of learning how to ask for help. This is something that I struggled with for a really long time because I'm one of those people, like I came from an environment, back in high school, in varsity, I was the girl that people asked help from. I rarely asked people for help. So to have to change my mindset from being a helper, yes, I help people, but from being a helper to being a helpee, I don't know if that makes sense, but you understand me, right? To have to change my mindset, to learn how to ask for help, learn how to accept help was definitely extremely difficult. If you don't know how to do something, you need to be able to ask for help, because if you're going to spend a week building a deck where you could have spent 2 days if you had just asked for help and asked someone to help you figure it out. I mean, guys, work smart, not hard, so definitely learn how to ask for help, whether it is from a career coaching point of view, whether it is advice from someone who is more senior than you, whether it is related to tasks that you've been given, whatever it might be, learn to ask for help. In my experience, people in the corporate world are always willing to help. Like, you can send someone an email who you've never met in your life. Obviously, the Big Four firms are global firms, right? You can ask for help from someone who you've never spoken to in your life and be like, hey, I'm working on A, B, and C. I'm really stuck. I know you're a specialist in this area. Do you mind me setting up 30 minutes in your calendar so that we can have a chat, and I can ask you a few questions so that I can get this deliverable over the line? And so many people have I don't think I've ever gotten a no, from anybody that I've asked help from. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Yes, it does take a level of vulnerability. Yes, it takes a level of, putting yourself out there. And for myself as an introvert, that was definitely something very difficult, still is difficult. But I've learned that if I don't ask for help, I'm going to take longer, or I'm going to take the long way around, as opposed to just taking a straight line. Obviously, life is not linear, but instead of taking a straight line to get to where I'm supposed to get to, I'll take circles and circles and a long way around to get to where I'm supposed to. The third lesson I've learned as a management consultant in a Big Four firm is to accept that you won't know everything overnight. I, sitting here as a senior associate, still don't know everything. I still need to ask. I still need to Google. I still need to do research. I still need to read books because I don't know everything. And if you feel like you're at a point in your career where you know everything, you should potentially consider changing jobs, consider changing industries, because that means you're stuck. And I always say to people that if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to feel dumb. Not dumb, but you need to feel like you don't know stuff so that you actually have that drive to learn stuff. I want to also say, because this is something I struggled with as Mrs. Perfect or Miss Perfect, not to get very deep into life, but I was always expected to be perfect. You go home with a 92% at home and your parents are like, where's the other 8%? So I was always expected to be Miss Perfect, right? So having to come out of that to say, Rori, it's okay to not know everything. Stop being so hard on yourself. is something that is very important and something that you need to get to grips with very early on in your career. Because if you think that you need to be on the ball with every single little thing, you're going to lose your mind. You really are going to lose your mind. I kid you not. The fourth thing I've learned during my time as a management consultant in a Big Four firm is to think ahead. If you see a problem, don't ignore it. As junior as you are, if you see a problem, don't ignore it. Take it to a senior who is responsible for whatever that thing is, and tell them, hey, I've identified this problem, but also don't just stop there. Think ahead in the sense that don't just pose a problem and not present solutions as well. I'm not saying you need to know the correct solutions, but at least say, maybe we could do it like this. Maybe we should consider speaking to this person. Perhaps we should go with something in your hand. It shows that you're productive. It shows proactive. It shows that you take initiative. It shows that you're using your brain. God didn't give you a brain for you to just say, hey, there's a problem. The grass is dying. Okay, the grass is dying, and okay, what must happen? You know what I mean? So go there with some sort of idea, even if it's a wrong idea, go there with some sort of idea as to how you could potentially start fixing that problem. The fifth thing that I've learned during my time and as a management consultant is to proofread and review your work. Guys, hey, let me tell you. Also, I digress, but sparkling water. I know I'm getting old when I enjoy sparkling water more than I enjoy still water. Anyway, on my first day at work, I sent out an email. Let's say this lady's name was Sarah. I misspelled Sarah's name. The first email I ever sent out in my career, ever, I misspelled this lady's name. This lady's name was in her email signature. That's when I learned. So this lesson I learned not in my first 3 years, in my first day as a management consultant. So proofread your work, whether it is emails, whether it is PowerPoints, documents, whether it is reports that you're writing, whether it is Excel spreadsheets and models that you're building. Proofread and review your work before you send it out to anyone. If you feel like you've been looking at this thing for so long that it looks correct to you, ask a peer. Building authentic relationships. Ask a peer to have a look for you and say, hey friend, I think maybe reword it like this, or you misspelled that, or your grammar here is incorrect. Because guys, you don't want to be embarrassed on your first day of work or in your entire career. I don't know. And I don't want to be sexist or anything, but I think this is more important for females than it is for males. I work with a lot of males. Consulting is a very male-dominated industry. I work with a lot of males, and they just really, it doesn't even matter. They don't even ask how you are in an email. Like, they really... But for females, listen, you need to make sure you are on the ball. Males that are watching this, I'm not saying don't ask how we are. Please do, because it really irks me when someone is like, hi Rori, please do whatever, and then they don't even say thank you. Just regards, Mr. Something. Ask how we are. Also, on that note, please let me know in the comment section if you would like me to record a video on email etiquette, as well as, let me say, Instagram etiquette as well, because a lot of you guys reach out to me on email and Instagram, and your guys' approaches are the reason why I don't respond to half of you guys. Guys, now, yeah, anyway, so let me know if you want an email etiquette or an Instagram message etiquette video. I'm happy to do one, because the things that I see when you guys are reaching out to me, asking for help, asking for advice, sometimes I don't ignore you because I don't, or because I'm a rude person. I'm really not. It's just your approach and how you guys write things. No, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I have a few tips and tricks in my back pocket that I can help you with, especially if you're still a student preparing to enter into the work field. The sixth thing I've learned as a management consultant in a big four firm is to keep up to date with your admin. Guys, admin is the bane of my existence as a consultant. From the timesheets to ensuring that your leave is recorded on time, to making sure that training is done on time. It's actually a KPI, right? So this admin falls under operational excellence, and you are like measured on this at the end of your performance review period every single year to say, she has a red dot next to her name for missing her timesheets once. That affects your overall score when it comes to them scoring you for potential promotion or whatever. So keep up to date with your admin. Guys, I can't stress it enough. If you want to win in this thing called management consulting, there's a lot of admin. There is a lot of admin. Keep up to date with your anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. The seventh, not sixth, seventh. Seventh thing I've learned as a management consultant in a big four firm is to take advantage of training. The training that you receive, they call them e-learns, and some aren't e-learns, but like actual in-person trainings are extremely valuable. Not just from a professional perspective, but from a personal perspective a lot. Some of them really open your eyes to a lot of things. I recently, last week actually, just finished a training that was teaching me how to coach better, right? Because I do plan on doing some sort of coaching certification in the future, because I feel like I'm informally coaching a lot of people. And yeah, you guys included, and I feel like it's time to actually put some sort of certificate behind that, and that's probably one of the best trainings I have ever had, and I didn't even have to pay a cent for it. Why? Because some trainings are part of the perks of being part of the big four firms, I really, really do think that you should take advantage of them. And if there's a training and you know you're not busy, take advantage of that time to do training. That leads me to the eighth point, which is to take advantage of downtime. During your downtime, catch up on admin, do some trainings, catch up on reading articles about whatever industry you're in. Take advantage of downtime. During downtime, close your laptop at 5 o'clock. The time that you're actually supposed to close it, because in management consulting, we close our laptops at 10 p.m. On a normal basis. During your downtime, take advantage of closing your laptop at 5 o'clock, knocking off on time. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of that time to do as many trainings as possible. That's why last week I was on the bench. The past 2 weeks, actually, I've been on the bench. And this Monday, I'm starting a new project. Also, I know nothing about that project. Like I said, I don't know anything. Okay, I know a lot, but I don't know anything. And during that time, I did so much training. I read so much. I helped a lot with ad hoc, requests. In my How to Get Promoted video, if you haven't watched it, do check it out after you've finished this video. In my How to Get Promoted video, I mentioned that you should be proactive and put up your hand for things beyond project work. So any ad hoc things like proposals, thought leaderships, reports, conference presentations, whatever it might be. So they call it business development work. During your downtime, do that, because also during your performance review period, they will check, what did Rori do outside of her project work, so take advantage of that downtime to get other stuff done. Make sure you're getting proper sleep, make sure you're getting training, make sure you're reading as much as possible, make sure you're resting, please. And by resting, I don't mean sleeping. Read a book or something, man. Go back to gym or something. Take advantage of that downtime. It doesn't come often, especially in consulting. In assurance, I'm not saying they're not always busy, but they have busy seasons and not as busy seasons. in consulting, every season is busy season. There's no such thing as busy season and slow season. And every season is busy season in consulting. So with that, if you have downtime, if you have a week to breathe, please take advantage of it. I beg of you, please. Number 9, the ninth lesson that I learned as a management consultant in a Big Four firm is to find channels to release your stress. Consulting is a very high-paced, very stressful industry to find yourself in. It's a very stressful job to find yourself in. And if you aren't careful, I'm speaking from experience, if you aren't careful and you don't find places to release your stress, your frustration, your anxiety, all of that, you are going to crash and burn. I speak from experience because earlier this year, that is exactly what happened to me, and I don't want it to happen to you. Please. That's why you guys saw I was fighting for my life at the beginning of this year, because I had no channels in place to release my stress. It's not healthy. Guys, you're working for almost 12 to 14 hours a day, every single day. You need at least 2 hours of the day to do something that fulfills you. Read, exercise. Those are my top 2. Go out with friends. I'm a homebody, so not really that much, but go out with friends, go hiking, find a hobby, learn an instrument, sing at church. I serve at church as well. Do something that is not work, something that is not house chores or sleeping or whatever else that you actually need to do. Something that is fun for you, because you're going to go crazy. Guys, consulting is not cute. And I'm not saying this to scare you. It's a great place to be in your career, especially as a young person, when you don't have any obligations, when you don't have a man to cook for and a kid to tend to and whatever. The people that are doing it with all those other responsibilities, kudos to you. I really admire you. But personally, I don't know how they do it. Maybe I will cross that bridge if I get there, if that's God's plan for my life. But from the outside in, I don't know how you guys are doing it. So while you have low to no responsibilities, take the time to do other things that fulfill you, that make you happy, that, listen, release the stress, release the tension. You need to, because it's gonna build up and you are going to crash and burn. I hate to say it, but it's gonna happen. The 10th thing, and the most important thing, that I have learned during my time as a management consultant. I need water for this one because it's an important one. Do not work when you are on leave. I'll say it again. Do not work when you are on leave. This thing of putting in your out of office email, I'm currently out of office. If you urgently need me, please send me a message on my private number. They're going to send you a message on your private number. You've opened the door. Do not open doors to your sacred time. And I don't mean it just when you're on leave. When I'm at gym, they know they can't touch me. I have set times for gym. They can't touch me. I have set times to read. They can't touch me. When you are on leave, do not answer any emails. Do not open your emails. Delete the apps off of your phone. Log out of everything. Log out of everything, because you're going to end up working when you're on leave. In my first 2 years in consulting and working in general, I used to, because I have my work stuff on my phone, I would respond to messages. I would respond to emails. Hi, Rori, I know you're on leave. Sorry to bother. That's how it starts, right? Sorry to bother. I know you're on leave. But can you please help with A, B, and C? They're going to ask for help. And also, if you didn't know, not sure if it's consistent across all the firms, all the Big Four firms, but where I work, as a junior, you have 15 days of annual leave, right? But 10 of those days you need to reserve for the December break. It's forced leave. The company closes. I don't know why they make us take leave when the company is closed anyway, but nonetheless, that is a story for another day. So technically, you only have 5 days of annual leave in a year. 12 months, you only have 5 days. So whenever you take those 5 days, if it's spread out throughout the year or all at once, whenever it is, do not work. You don't have a lot of time to rest. You don't have a lot of downtime. We don't have a lot of, okay, I know we're one of the countries with one of the most or the highest, one of the countries with a lot of public holidays, but there's still not enough. So the time that you take, those 5 days that you have, I see you opening a laptop. We're going to box, me and you. Because no. These people take 98% of your time in your life every single day. Give yourself those 5 days of absolute nothing. If it means switching off your phone completely, absolute nothing. Especially if you're in a junior position and you don't get a work phone. Like, we don't have the option to get a work phone as a junior. So if you want like work stuff on your phone, it's on your personal phone. Log out of everything. Do not work on your leave time, please. And try your best not to work during the weekends as well, unless if it is 100% necessary. Anyway, so those are the 10 lessons that I have learned. I think there's more, but I'll leave it at 10 because I don't want to sit here talking for a really long time, because I've been talking for almost 30 minutes now. So guys, consulting is not glamorous. I don't know who made people believe that it is glamorous, and I try to be as raw and as authentic on this channel so that you guys can see that it's not all roses and flowers and daisies, and it's not cute, right? It's a great place. Don't get me wrong. It's a great place to start your career. I would not have started my career in anything else. Looking back, I have no regrets of starting my career here and continuing my career here because I don't plan on leaving consulting anytime soon. However, it is not a glamorous job. It is long hours. It is dipping into your personal time to the point where you can spend 2 or 3 months without seeing your family, because any one day that you have that is free, you want to spend the day in bed. Ask me now. I just got out of bed to record this video and I'm going to get back into bed to edit it and upload it because you are so tired. You are always so tired. So it's great. It's a great place to start your career. You learn a lot, you grow a lot. It's really a great place to start. However, it is not glamorous. It is not, I don't know, man. People portray management consulting as, I don't know. Am I the only person that is not experiencing the glamorous side of consulting? Maybe I chose, I don't know, but maybe I'm the problem. But with that, I hope these lessons helped you, whether you're in consulting or in any other corporate field. I hope these got you thinking. If you are a student, preparing yourself for the work world. I know a lot of you guys are finishing off your finals now or starting your finals and getting into that period, and then you guys are going to start working. So keep these at the back of your mind. And the reason why I started this channel is so that I can teach you guys things that I didn't have anybody to teach me. So I'm imparting this knowledge on you to you guys because I didn't have anybody to teach me this stuff, you know. I'm not saying my big sisters didn't do a great job, but I think we're in so many different careers, even though they're all finance related. There's only certain things that they could have taught me, you know. So as a big sister to all of y'all, as a peer to all of y'all, if you're considering a job in management consulting, whatever it might be, whatever the case might be, I hope these lessons helped in any way, shape, or form. So with that, we've reached the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. To all the consultants out there, do leave some more lessons down below that I might have left out, or if you're in a general, you know, any other corporate field, leave some lessons down below that can help the audience as they prepare to go into different jobs, to go into actual work as students, whatever it might be. Definitely do leave some lessons, tips, tricks down below that I didn't mention in this video. I just didn't want us to sit here for 5 hours, because I'm quite sure I can talk about this for 5 hours. So with that, with so much love and so much light from me to you, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and all of that stuff. With so much love and so much light from me to you, have an amazing rest of the day. Love you guys so much. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, by the way. Crazy, right? I mean, guys, let's keep the family growing. But with that, with so much love and so much light from me to you, have an amazing rest of the day. Stay safe and God bless. Bye, guys.